Namaste. I tried to go live and I guess it wasn't to be. Okay. I'm finishing Michael Joseph Vaughan's reading. Sorry. I have a terrible migraine that's behind my eye. I had it last night, actually in my whole head. I took medicine, my Excedrin. First I lost my Excedrin, then I took it. Anyhow, I took my medicine hours ago. It still hasn't worked. So I'm trying to just drink a second cup of coffee. And sometimes when something is bothering you, you have to do it. If you do it, then your headache will go away. Like you're worried about something and it's in your brain. So of course I'm worried about all the missing kids and a whole bunch of other stuff. But I got to get to the store and buy my son his birthday cake. Before I do that, I'm called to do finish the reading, because I think I started it and then my phone went dead. And yesterday after work, I was way too exhausted. And also we went to the chiropractor, and that always, they crack my neck and my lower back, and then I can't walk. I can't do anything. So what you're looking at is Archangel Zadkiel. I asked Michael which painting he wanted up, and it was different from Summers. And I thought he was gonna pick this one, Archangel Michael over there, because it's blue and supposedly he loved blue. But he said no, he wanted this one. He goes, I want the tough guy. So this is Archangel Zadkiel, just so you know. Archangel Zadkiel. And I forget what he's for, but that's not what the reading is about. Michael Joseph Vaughan. I just have to write his name down because I had his name written down, and I think I have the cards in the living room. So just give me a minute. Actually, I'm going to go get the card. I have it in my pocketbook because even though I go to work, I'm still thinking about all the missing. 1 second. Drop it. 1,000 apologies, guys. It's going to be one of those ADD days, I think. Yeah, I found my Michael card. And you can't see it. Right? You can't see it. Echo. What was Archangel Zadkiel known for?
From HowStuffWorks.com. Zadkiel is often called the patron angel of mercy, as well as kindness, benevolence, and freedom. By the way, you have a new notification. Do you want to hear it?
No. And now my husband just got back, so it's okay, because I already have the cards. I meditated before I came on, and I have the cards pulled out. It's just that, yeah. There's just so many things I could do when I'm alone. I'm better. And that's why I like to do things in my car. But yeah, I like to do things in my car, but I can't bring all my decks. I have some decks in my car and I can't, So I was going to do this, just get the cards out, but anyhow, let's just do it. Let's just do it. I put the dogs out, so they'll probably be talking about, why did you put the dogs out? It's okay. It's okay. I'll just say they had to go out. All right. So I lit some Palo Santo, and it's just a very light smoke. Yeah. So Zadkiel was the of mercy and kindness, and that's what we need. We need somebody involved. The Wanderers, Sarah and oh my gosh, I'm forgetting their names because I'm trying to rush. Adrian, Brandon Shirtless, and Sarah and Stacy Wandra. We need them, or even one of them, to be kind and to tell the truth and let us know. We know they're involved. We need to know where Michael's body was taken. Okay. And this is according to me, and I could be incorrect. But I'm just trying to help. Okay, so I took out, and I usually never do this, but I am going to use my book because from the Kipper, because we want clues, right? We know that he is missing in Fruitland, Idaho, or we think that. So we need clues of where he is. So right off, what is getting me is I got number 28, I got 3, I got 21, 36, 30, and 34. Now I know that they were in their 30s. These people were in their 30s. These neighbor people. Nightmare neighbors just came to my head. Okay, and isn't this interesting that the marriage card came up? So we know that this, I think, it's my opinion, this card represents that 2 of the witnesses were married. So that would be Stacy and Sarah Wandra. Okay, then we have expectation. Somebody's watching. Somebody was watching. And what I do is I just say, give us clues to not necessarily what happened, but I do say what happened to Michael, Joseph Vaughan Monkey, and also where can we find him? Okay, so this is somebody having an expectation. So I'm going to read all of them. I was glad to get the justice card because that means somebody will be held accountable. And then we got the occupation card. And during their occupation of driving a cab is when Michael went missing. Michael went abducted. Okay? So their occupation had something to do with the abduction, according to me, according to Mystic Brady, Katrina Brady. Okay? Can I be wrong? Yes, I can. But do I think I'm wrong? No, I don't. Okay? But, this is in my opinion and allegedly. Okay, so let's get the book. I'm just going to put this down. I never really did a reading when I have a migraine, but Michael's worth it. And I needed to finish the readings that I did. And if you didn't see those readings, please go to my last live. Well, I just did a live and it didn't work out. I didn't have a connection. It kept failing. But go to my, it's a video that has an index card that says what happened to and where are Summer Moon, Utah Wells, Sebastian Rogers, and Michael Joseph Vaughan Monkey. Okay, it's that one. Please watch that one. Because that one is all about the 3 of them. It's just that I didn't give Michael enough time, so Michael needs his own video. Okay, I gotta go get the dogs in, so hold on a second, okay? Good boys. You're so hungry. What, you need another one? I know you. I got work to do. 1,000 apologies. Okay. Um, so, boys and girls, girls and boys, namaste ninjas, zen zebras, bell butterflies, unique unicorns, merry mermaids, merry mermen, I know you're out there. Um, Please let me, before I finish, I went to my analytics and I noticed that only 40% of my audience are even subscribed. Please subscribe. I work really hard on my videos. I work really hard on the missing. All you have to do is subscribe. It's for free. Okay, I'm not monetized yet. Okay, but please subscribe to my videos, even if you only want to watch a couple of them. Only if you're interested in just my true crime ones, please let me know that in a comment. If you want me to look for somebody else, I will. I always I always give you my email. People could just put it in the comments. Please comment on my videos. It helps the algorithm. And I was really kind of sad and disappointed when I found out that only 40% of the people that watched my videos, the last couple of ones, only 40% were subscribed. Yeah, I am getting new subscribers. But I really should be up at 8,000 because I've been doing this since 2019. That's a lot of years. And sometimes I do 3 videos a day, sometimes I do 4, sometimes I do I always at least do 1 short. But anyhow, please subscribe and like the video. It pushes it out. Share it, especially for the children, especially if you want to find these people we're looking for. Even though if my video is long, maybe I have like, I don't know, I have like about 15 cards out, right? From 3 different decks or 4 different decks. Maybe all the cards except for 2 make sense. Maybe 2 of the cards will give a clue to where Michael is or where one of the missing children are. So for just 2 cards out of 15 being correct or being a clue, please. I mean, I could see there's more than 2 that really make sense to me. So please, I implore you, I beg you, please subscribe to my channel, the Mystic Brady Bunch. It's for free. It's harmless, and maybe you'll feel some healing. Maybe you'll feel laugh. Maybe I'll make you smile. Maybe I'll make you cry. That's a good release. You could just watch me make a fool of myself. Even that is good for a laugh, But anyhow, maybe I'll warm your heart. Maybe I'll teach you something. I am a teacher, and I do believe in myself and my teaching abilities. I've been teaching since I'm like 17 in some way, shape, or form. So maybe I'll teach you something that you didn't know. So for that, please subscribe to my channel. And for the children and the missing in general, please subscribe to my channel. I really do love everybody. I love, these people that I try to channel and I remote view and I spend time with in spirit. Okay? They deserve it. If not me, if I'm an asshole and I'm a jerk off, don't do it for me. Do it for the kids. Do it for the people that I look for. Suzanne, Morphew. I talked to Shanann. I talked to Gannon. I talked to baby Evelyn. I talked to my grandchildren, Sincere and Classic. Yeah, I haven't had any other grandchildren besides Sincere and Classic, and they'll always be my grandchildren because they asked me. They asked me. Years ago, they said, why can't you be our grandma? And I said, I would have loved to be your grandmother. So then we made it official. Anyhow, hi.
Truck's out front, so we'll fill up.
Oh, great. I'm doing a reading.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Is he okay?
What?
Is his eyes okay?
Yeah, you said one eye got worse, but
Do you get new glasses?
no, not yet. You just got the prescription.
Oh, good. Okay, guys. So, all right. Yeah. So please, I guess it's up to me to every video I'm supposed to be putting like my information and asking you to please subscribe. So I'm going to go back to doing that. I used to do it. It's just a lot of work because I'm doing a lot of different things, but my goal for 2025 was to really push my healing art and my YouTube channel. Okay. And especially the cases. That's what I was told. I was told to push that. By who? By spirit. By my spirit guides. Everybody has them. And my guardian angels. Everybody has them. Okay. So, I'm going to read what expectation means. And oh. That wasn't good. Okay. Michael's letting me feel better now. Okay, so we got a 28, the card 28, and it's called expectation. Okay. So let's see what that means. What I feel it means energetically and as a reader, what I feel it means is somebody was watching. Somebody was watching Michael. Somebody saw Michael before this happened. See how she's sitting by the window? She's expecting something to happen. Okay? Whether it was premeditated or not, there was an expectation there. And I'm just going to check it out just so I could be correct. If in case you don't know, the way I do readings is I usually don't go by the cards. I mean, I have tarot cards that have like a little sentence on it. I read the sentence, but then I put my hand on it and I try to feel what does this card mean in terms of what case I'm doing. Okay, and I feel. And then I go with my first gut feeling. Okay, but within his case, because they're trying to find him for so many years, I will read because maybe that'll give a better clue. Okay, expectation. Here we meet a resigned and slightly somber lady gazing out the wide window, over a misty orchard. Church bells toll in the background, and that is a locker. Is there a lock dangling from her lace choker, holding a picture of her friend? She is waiting with clasped hands, literally, This card means a pause, a waiting period, no forward motion. More abstractly, it's a time for observation, reflection, contemplation, thinking things through, patience, non-action. Let events ripen through their own accord. Traditionally, this card is associated with a 3-month wait. This card describes all your expectations, wishes, and hopes. It'll make clear that you should be patient in order to reach your goal, since the situation is more dependent on the outside world. In love, it can indicate that you're wishing for a partnership. Okay. Although this is a card of longing, it advises waiting rather than forcing the issue. It's best to let things in their own time. Yes, I will tell them. I will tell them. It refers to 3 months of patience. Okay, so 3 months from now would be February, March, April. Okay, so you're talking about the spring. Okay, so I was just talking to the spirit guides of Michael, and they said this could be Brandy Neal, waiting for her son to come home, her son to be found. Okay, yes, and they wanted me to tell you that. So that could be her, and like there's nothing she could do but wait for law enforcement, and wait for somebody that's involved in the abduction to be kind and have mercy, like Archangel Zadkiel represents. And so that's what we might see. So I'm thinking February, March, April, even into May. So, like, in other words, be patient, maybe not the winter, but the spring. But anyhow, let's go to the next one. In regards to Michael Vaughan, I'm going to really be strong on marriage card representing the couple that were married and that are suspects. Okay, so let me just see. What's great about the Kipper is that these cards are called the Kipper. What's great about the Kipper is that we don't have to wait for the happy ending. This is a positive card depicting all idyllic wedding. Okay. The marriage card stands for relationships, bonds, or friendships. It only predicts marriage if nearby cards support this. It's good for relationships when it's ahead. Significant. The Victorian bride would carry the arrangement of edible flowers. Okay, they're just telling me not to finish reading that and go with my first instinct. So I'm going to go with my first instinct that they are involved. And then, of course, Brandy and her husband Tyler are the opposite of these monsters, because they're married as well, but they're the opposite. Their child was taken away by a monstrous couple, allegedly. Okay. Family room. This one I have to read too because I was very interested in the family room. So what you would call the family room is the living room, and then right away I was getting hits. I felt really hot on this card, meaning that the living room might have some evidence. Like, did the dogs hit on the living room? I know they hit on the kitchen when they went into the Wanderer's rented house. Okay. So if anybody knows that, please put any information in the comments if you know anything about that. But my first instinct was something took place in the living room, whether it was they had an idea or whether somebody heard somebody outside and they looked out the living room window. Okay. So family room. Okay. Mid-morning coffee is served in a bourgeois drawing room. True to Victorian style, the drawing room is in better houses was off the formal parlor, a place to withdraw to entertaining close friends and family. Society visits would have been kept in the formal parlor, so we know now that in a welcoming and supportive space where secrets Secrets. See? Secrets are made there. Things happen there. Concocted there. This is what I'm hearing. Okay? In the living room. Okay, so these are Victorian cards, so of course their houses were different than ours, but the family room was where brought family and loved ones and good friends, and so welcoming and supportive space where secrets and personal matters may be shared. Literally, it's a room that stands for all private or enclosed spaces such as living rooms, hotel rooms, offices with doors. But this definitely was in their house where it was concocted. Apartments, more abstractly, it represents privacy and intimacy. The sense of closeness can also refer to time and place, as in soon, near, right next to you, shortly, more than a month. Okay, so maybe soon. Sooner than 3 months, hopefully. Oh, this keeps falling because I can't find my stand. I can't find my I have a little round stand that I think Judy gave me, and it's somewhere on this table underneath something. Okay, so it signifies your personal space, such as your home, apartment, motel room, office. Close to the significant, it means that nearby cards are in the room. Does it mean that Michael is in a family room, a living room? The timing is very soon. Oh, that makes me happy. The timing is very soon, boys and girls. It's also a card that indicates your home, privacy in all rooms or apartments. You can retreat to your privacy without being introverted. The previous card may be where you live, residence, postal address. Okay, okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's what I was waiting for. Okay. So I just got a confirmation from Spirit. It's almost like a telephone. If you open up your third eye and allow it, and allow your spirit guides to communicate with you, what they're saying is not only, I'm sorry, how do I say this? Oh God. Archangel Gabriel, help me to speak. Help me to express myself in a clear, articulate way so that everybody who loves Michael could know what to do. Okay, so basically, I'm just going to splat it out. Okay, basically, there's a chance that a remnant of Michael or some kind of clue or something of Michael DNA is in somebody's living room. Okay, and that's why I was talking in my last read for Michael. I was talking about, can the cops go back to that house, and also have they checked out Sarah Wandra's mother's other houses that she has, supposedly one that's near a farm, or used to be a farm like setting. I think it's white. It looks kind of like a trailer type of house, but it could be regular house. I'm sorry, I'll just say what I see under a floorboard, like something is of Michael is stored there. But, and then I'm also hearing Brandon, like Brandon's mother's house. I know they went there, but can they go there again? Okay, so basically, just like a living room will have something that will give you a clue or related to Michael, allegedly. Okay, Spirit, if there's anything else, please let me know. Let me feel it. I'm just going to take the card and touch it. Researched. Things have to be not just researched, researched. Another search has to happen. It's closer than you think. Closer than further. Somebody was sloppy. Somebody was sloppy. Like, did they check out the crawl space that Brandon was describing inside the Sarah Wandra's house where the cats did poop or peed in? It's a crawl space. I think it was over by the bedroom. Is it that house or is it a different house? All those houses, 3 houses should be researched inside instead of outside. I know that sounds weird, but like me, I feel like he's inside. Now I'm feeling like he's inside. Is that right, Spirit? Okay, keep going. Okay. 36. I think one of them was 36. Between 34 and 36, the suspects. All right, this says distant horizons. And I'm not getting a great feel on it, but the question is always what happened to Michael Joseph Vaughan. So distant horizons. Let's see. Where can we find Michael Joseph Vaughan? Okay, we have, this is an enabling and usually positive card. Here is a beautiful dreamlike ship with a gossamer rainbow sails, lifts anchor to fly you to the wide shores of your wildest hopes. Literally, this card represents yearnings, dreams, hopes, wishes. I'm just going to touch it. Okay. The significance is sailing to a new shore. Literally, the card is the sea, lake, bodies of water, continents, faraway places, foreign people, and greater distances than a pathway from the sense of foreign contact. It also suggests opening your mind, developing new views, becoming more spiritual, philosophical. Traditionally, its position is important. If next to positive or hoped for card, it can mean currently just a vision, that is, something unrealized, something that takes more concrete effort to make it real so that it's more than just a daydream. With challenging cards, suggests a fantasy. With a false person, it can connote alcoholism and addictions. Yes, this card can mean in daytime, in contrast to the coffin card 19, which means nighttime. So, yeah, in daytime he was abducted, but then it went into nighttime very soon after. The card that follows, can a fear coming to pass? Okay. Okay. No, somebody was asking, do I think that Michael's in the water? And I don't. But I can be wrong, but I don't feel he's in the water. Now I feel like he's inside. At first I feel like he was buried, and then taken from the Wanderer's house, over by the shed or inside the shed, and then buried, taken out of that area and brought to another location, and then maybe brought to a third location where he's inside. I don't feel like somebody uses the house that he may be in. I feel like they don't use it. It's not being utilized like it used to be when there was an active farm. I do see like one beautiful tree. Okay. Okay. So Spirit just told me to finish with these because these are the most time consuming because because I have to read the book. The other ones will be easier, and it's already 34 minutes. And that's okay, but it's just that I do have to get shopping so that I can have a birthday cake for my son. Okay. Anyhow, this is the the justice card. So it's card 30. If you notice, everything was in the late 20s into the 30s. So that might mean that the people involved in the abduction were in the late 20s into the 30s. Okay. Yeah, their life will never be the same. And Brandy and Tyler's life will never be the same either. But if you come clean, that's when you could start to heal. Okay, occupation, no, judicial, I'm sorry, 30. I'm jumping the gun on the, okay, judication. This is a neutral to somewhat challenging card when we see the magistrate on his bench with anxious couple before him awaiting his decision. He will make a decision on your matter. It could be in your favor. It could be also be against you. Literally, this card stands for minor government officials, bureaucrats, clerks, school boards, zoning boards, and other types. His decision could result in a fine or a fee and a permit issued or denied, the need to file, serve, or be served documents. It could be the finalization of a small family matter. Yes. Yes. He'll explain the process from which comes a sense also of process server, therapist, arbitrator, or negotiator. This card represents someone you go to for the resolution of a disagreement or a problem. It might be a judge, mediator, lawyer, doctor, or counselor. I feel it's the judge. And I feel like they're going to help Brandy and Tyler. This card indicates that all public matters and all kind of advisors, all kinds of advocates, tax advisors or doctors, when this card appears, discussions or negotiations are necessary. In your personal relationship, judication describes clarifying discussions or debates. In professional terms, all participants in an advisory role are represented. Furthermore, the card indicates that all matters are public. While this card and the meaning suggests the matter will finally be resolved, that's beautiful. It doesn't indicate whether the outcome will necessarily be in your favor. Other cards will provide more information on the outcome. Okay. So it could be these two people could be the wanderers in front of the judge, or these two people could be Brandy and Tyler, Joseph Vaughan's parents, asking the judge to help. Can we research? Can we get a piece of paper saying that we can research and go back, to certain houses to look for our son? In either way, I feel good about it. Okay, occupation. Now, I had said that an occupation is related to what happened to Michael. So they were driving a Sarah and Brandon and what's his name? Stacy were driving a cab service, and one of those cars abducted, even if it was a short time, and then a relocation, abducted Michael. Allegedly, in my opinion. 34. Occupation. Here we meet a seamstress in her workroom stitching fabric on a sewing machine. She appears to be deeply absorbed in working late into the evening. She's doing skilled handwork as a trade, but it's also hard and not well paid. The worker doesn't have a cushy desk job with a bright career. This card represents self-employment. Yes. Freelancing. Yes. DIY work. Yes. Piecework. what you cobble together from her sense of absorption. It could also represent a hobby, sport, or craft. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. Occupation indicates all mental and physical activities, for example, sports, hobby, or your daily work. The questioner is working on the relationship to overcome difficulties. Of course, it is a key card for the job. This it refers to okay. So what I'm getting, like I said, I have to go with my instinct when I touch it, when I see it and I touch it, my first instinct, and I told you what that was, and I just told you again, and then I just read it just in case there's another clue in there. Okay. Now I'm going to show you what I got in the crime cards, in terms of the crime cards. Oh, I'm not sure if I did this on the video because I haven't had the time to go back because I was working yesterday. And when I work, I can't do anything else. that's I'm 61, so that's all the energy I had. But anyhow, let me just, I'll sage those cards later. Definitely sage those later. I don't use those often, but I'll do anything for the kids, anything for the missing. I'll do 27 decks of cards and a regular reading and a remote view if it would give us even an inkling, a half inkling of where the missing was. Okay, so details leading up to the murder may be worth investigating. Okay, so no, some people don't believe that Michael is in the spirit world, and that's okay. But these are crime cards, so they're assuming that there's been a unaliving. Okay, the killer may currently be in prison for another crime. Okay, now I don't know the status of if Sarah Wandra got out of prison for a gun charge or for an assault charge. Where is Stacy Wandra's in and out of prison? Brandon was talking about that he was probably going to go to prison if the police ever caught up to him for smoking weed. But, that's according to himself. So, in other words, they've been in and out of jail, prison. The people who abducted Michael. Killer is a predator who tracks a specific type of victim. So, in other words, somebody saw Michael a little bit beforehand. Maybe they saw him on another day. Maybe they saw him at the splash pad that day, or that day before whenever Michael was there. Maybe they saw him walking around the neighborhood. Maybe they saw him with Brandy and Tyler at another point. Okay? But he was definitely looked at. Killer sustained a wound during the murder. Okay, I got a feel on this one. I'm getting a scratch and or a kick at the same time, like a scratch, but it's fast. A scratch, and then the killer getting mad, and then Michael kicks them in the balls. That's what I get. I'm sorry. I sometimes I have to be blunt because that's what I'm seeing. And it's making me upset. Killer worked in the area. Yes. Okay, now these are my cards that I created. These are let me just put these like this because I have to sage everything and like mix it around. Okay, reddish blue eyes, blondish or reddish hair, auburn, fair or tan skin. Okay, what does this mean? To me, this looks like Brandy, Michael's mom. She is always looking for her son. Okay. Inside a shed, house, or building. What did I tell you before? I feel like he was outside, maybe perhaps buried, but then brought inside. At least 2 to 3 locations. Yeah. Is that right, Michael? Or the spirit guides of Michael? Holding up 3 fingers. Like Summer. They're saying like Summer. Like Summer, because Summer was moved several times. Okay? That one time he could have been in the shed under the dirt or floorboards that's inside that shed, but moved. Hills and sand dunes. Okay, so with this card, I think I got it before, but like I see driving in a car and you're passing hills and sand dunes, passing it to find a location. But I mean, he might be located near. This is the first time I think I got this card, maybe back in the day, years ago, 3 years ago, when I first did his reading, like like August 2021. I think I first did his reading, his first reading. I've done many for him. You can just put in Mystic Brady, Michael Joseph Vaughan, Mystic Brady 2021, Mystic Brady, Michael Joseph Vaughan 2022, like that. Towers, smoke tall tanks, oil or water tanks. So in other words, I ask the cards, where is the location of Michael? Where can we find Michael? So that's what I'm trying to go for. Sand dunes, hills and sand dunes, inside a shed. Like I'm getting information that not anymore. Like I'm seeing more of that house or that white, maybe metal building. And so then, of course, maybe a tower is close by. I just saw the number 38, but I don't know if I'm mixing up Sebastian Rogers. But I did see 38 near highway. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to do a last shuffle with a different deck. This is my regular Spirit Guides and Angels. Where can we find Michael Joseph Vaughan? Give us clues in the cards. And in my head, I'm open and receptive to receiving any messages from Michael Joseph Vaughan. Please and thank you. Where can we find Michael Joseph Vaughan? Please give us numbers. Please give us area, a street name on the cards. I know I'm asking for a lot, but we're trying to find somebody's beautiful son, somebody's beautiful boy. Michael Joseph Vaughan, Monkey. Where can we find Monkey? Gannon, please help us. JJ and Tylee, please help us. Thank you. Michael Joseph Vaughan. Where can we find you? The cards will have some kind of clue. A lot of swords. Okay, we got the Queen of Swords, a woman over 25, brown eyes, brown hair, cold, hard, demanding, and authority. Swords usually represent the air signs, which are Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. I don't know if that helps. And then followed by a King of Swords, which is a man over 25, brown eyes, brown hair, cold, abrasive, demands respect. Both cold, cold and cold. Two people. Isn't that interesting? Both of them cold. Okay. The High Priestess is the highest card in the tarot deck, very powerful. Good or bad secrets will be revealed. This is soon. This is soon. Okay, they're giving us letters. All right. And numbers 2. And this one is a king and queen. And this is 2 and B and J. High Priestess 2. Page of Pentacles, young woman, 225, student or male or female. And that's earth, very earthy sign. For some reason, I felt like a lawyer in training or somebody that has something to do with law that maybe is looking over your case with new eyes, with fresh eyes. A 6 of Cups, we have a happy house, childhood memories. Again, we're getting back to the house. Everything to do with childhood and the house. There's a garden. I wonder if they spoke to Sarah's mother. I wonder if they spoke to Stacy Wander's mother and Brandon's mother. I'm pretty sure they spoke to Brandon's mother. Childhood house. Okay. All right, guys. I will continue to pray. Please continue to pray, and please put in a share this video. If you care about Michael Joseph Vaughan and you care about Brandy, prayers up for Brandy because she's going through a lot of medical issues and I think getting surgery, and she's on one of our candles. I put her on our healing candle. May Archangel Raphael heal her body, mind, and spirit. And please, everybody, keep Brandy and Tyler and their family in your prayers at night and during the day. And please give me if anybody has any information, please give it to the Idaho law enforcement. But also, you may share with me. My email is katrina8.kb@gmail.com. I'll put it in the if you want to speak to me privately. And we're not going to stop looking. We're not going to stop looking for the missing. It may take 5 years, may take 10 years, may take 20 years. We're just going to keep on doing it. Maybe next week, maybe 3 months from now. Okay, we're just going to keep on looking for the missing, especially the children, angels. Love you guys. Namaste. Love you, monkey.